Shabbat Shalom wa Ashar Kadash to the elect of the nation of Israel. Kal Halal wa Hawad La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Recha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Adwan Ratazar, that is to say, Lord willing. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And it's pretty clear, man. Alright? It's pretty evident that America is obviously on its way out. Alright, US homelessness hits record high this year, 2024. Alright, so this is a nail in the coffin, for Babylon the Great to be destroyed. Alright, this was put up on the 28th of December this year, 2024, the hopeful year of Yaakov's trouble. Okay, you can even just see from that thumbnail, homeless migrants pictured in New York City in August. Okay, see, E is also being affected too. Alright. Says the US homeless population increased by more than 18% in a year, driven by high housing costs, natural disasters, and a spike in migration to large cities, government officials said. The Department of Housing and Urban Development said Friday that more than 770,000 people were in shelters, temporary housing, or had no shelter, according to a survey carried out one night in January 2024. The number follows a 12% increase the previous year and is the highest since the federal government began an annual count of the homeless population in 2007. This is just a quick hit lesson, Lord willing. Alright. The figure is likely an undercount as it does not include people temporarily staying with family and friends. Authorities caution that the data is nearly a year old and that both rents and the situation at the US border have changed since the survey was carried out. But either way, these things are going to increase anyway. Alright. Family homelessness overall rose 39% from the year before and more than doubled in 13 places that said they had been affected by migration. That was in contrast to the more than 370 other local areas that did not report being affected by migration, where family homelessness rose less than 8% on average. Okay, before we go further, we're going to get a scripture in the book of Job. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so it's not looking good this winter. Alright. Job chapter 20, verse 15 reads, He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. Alright. So the Lord is plaguing Mystery Babylon the Great. Okay. Which will ultimately, be destroyed, by thermonuclear destruction. Okay. And also by, the high concentrated laser beams coming from the chariots of the Lord. Alright. So what you saw in that article, man, these are the tokens of what's to come. Alright, down the pipeline. Alright, money is scarce. Alright, things are becoming increasingly expensive. Alright, more job layoffs are happening. Alright, automation and artificial intelligence, alright, are taking over the manual labor. Okay, bills and rent are high. Okay, so yeah, bad times are here. Alright, and it's just going to become increasingly worse. Alright. So if we go back to the article. Well, won't read all of it, depending on how lengthy it is. Okay. Yeah, children under 18 experienced the biggest increase, alright, with nearly 150,000 homeless on the night of the survey. There was a 6% increase in the homeless population aged 65 or older. There were also some positive trends noted in the report. Homelessness among military veterans fell 8%, continuing a years-long decline, and some cities were able to get homeless residents off the street. Here it is, this is how E treats his own people. Here it is, you got your military, that fought for your country, and you got homeless among the your own veterans. Okay, even though it fell 8% still, All right, Scripture mentions a man of war suffering poverty. All right. And anyway, and people are seeing that Babylon the Great. In terms of recruitment for the military, man, that's not high. All right, they're thinking to themselves, what's really to fight for? All right. Los Angeles, which has some of the highest housing costs in the country, saw its homeless population shrink by 5%, the first decline in 7 years. All right, okay. So even though there might be certain declines in things like that, you know, the problem is still there. Okay, you see. And when it comes to the MOT, which is the RFID micro CHIP, the mark of the beast spoken of within the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. All right, if you want to stay on the grid, all right, if you want to buy and sell, even live in, a house, because in order to, pay rent and all that, you're gonna have to have that CHIP. You see, and if you don't take that CHIP, then how are you gonna, pay mortgage and rent and things like that, bills? All right. So they will bring the UBI, the Universal Basic Income, because that's even becoming more common anyway, and um, that will lead to the MOTB system. All right, so that's at the forefront. Okay, so yeah, these are signs of a declining society. The number of homeless people in Dallas fell 16% over 2 years, and Chester County, near Philadelphia in Pennsylvania, registered a 60% decrease over 5 years due to legal and education programs, increasing affordable housing, and homelessness prevention efforts aimed at migrant workers, officials said. Okay, if you jump down a bit further, the report noted that unlawful crossings at the US border have dropped more than 60% since January's homelessness tally, and encounters at the border itself are at their lowest level since July 2020. Authorities in several major cities have begun closing migrant shelters. Okay, natural disasters were another factor driving the high numbers. Yeah, okay, places uh, places destroyed, people's homes destroyed. All right, that caused major disruption. All right, as well to people's lives. The count included more than 5,200 people who were sleeping in emergency shelters in Hawaii after devastating wildfires in Maui in August last year, 2023. Okay, so yeah, all these different factors culminating in in homelessness, this homelessness crisis. All right. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Talking about America. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. You see? So America is not returning to the good old days. Right? Donald J. Trump, right, won't fix America nor make it great again. All right? America is destined for destruction via the decree from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? Okay, all this middle class that'll be done away with. It'll be the mega super rich, and everybody else will be poor. So expect civil wars to stem from this. All right, upheaval, revolts. All right, currency wars. Okay, and all this is leading to World War III, the war to end all wars. Okay, the third and final war. All right. So with that, I'm gonna leave that there. In closing, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rukakodash. Hopefully you were edified. Alright. Kwam Yasharala, Wa Mawah Lababal. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, Wa Shakadash to the elect.